Can judicial review overturn acts of Congress? Imagine a scenario where a law passed by the legislative branch is challenged in court. This situation raises an important question about the balance of power within the United States government. The concept of judicial review plays a crucial role in this dynamic, allowing the judiciary to evaluate the constitutionality of legislative actions. Judicial review is the power of courts to assess whether a law or government action is in accordance with the Constitution. This principle was established in the landmark case of Marbury v. Madison in the year 1803. In this case, the Supreme Court, which is the highest court in the United States, asserted its authority to review acts of Congress and determine their validity under the Constitution. When a law is challenged, the courts examine the text of the Constitution and interpret its meaning in relation to the law in question. If the court finds that the law contradicts the Constitution, it has the authority to declare that law unconstitutional. This effectively nullifies the law, meaning it cannot be enforced. This power is a critical check on the legislative branch, ensuring that Congress does not exceed its constitutional authority. However, it is important to note that judicial review does not mean that every act of Congress will be overturned. The courts exercise this power with caution, often considering the intent of the legislature and the implications of their rulings. The judiciary typically respects the decisions made by Congress, especially when there is a reasonable interpretation of the law that aligns with constitutional principles. Throughout history, there have been several significant instances where judicial review has been applied to acts of Congress. For example, in the case of United States v. Lopez in the year 1995, the Supreme Court struck down a federal law that banned guns in school zones, ruling that it exceeded Congress's authority under the Commerce Clause. This case highlighted the judiciary's role in maintaining the balance of power and protecting individual rights. In conclusion, while judicial review has the power to overturn acts of Congress, it is used judiciously and with respect for the legislative process. The courts serve as guardians of the Constitution, ensuring that all laws adhere to the foundational principles of the nation. This ongoing dialogue between the branches of government is essential for the health of the democratic system.